So today we're going to be exploring the phthalo green from the Schmincke set and how we can use that as a mother color and try to mix it with other colors. So all the colors we're going to mix today are going to have a little bit of that phthalo green in it. So I've got some sepia, English red, ochre, and I don't remember what that color is. It is the Prussian blue. So let's get started. So hopefully this will record nicely. Yes, last video we had some technical issues because I don't know what happened. I really don't know what happened. But I think it's going to be okay today. So we're working on the Paul Rubens hot press paper. This is the driftwood charcoal pencil. I've really been liking the way that the charcoal has been interacting with the watercolor. So I want to explore that. This is a little wet, and I forgot to put that part down. Ooh, it's really, I haven't used the charcoal on hot press paper. Look at that, that's fun. Ooh, I like that. I like how dark that can get. Fun. Let's do, I want to make some marks kind of through here like this. And then I think I'm going to get my eraser and kind of see what we can do with that before we put down some more lines. Let's get in here and really get some marks going. Try something a little different today. Not that different. We don't want to be too different, right? It's got to feel like my work. Okay, let me get my eraser out. I've got one of these lovely erasers. I like them because they're stretchy and you can make them sort of clean. You can also make really good points with them. So let's come in here and just sort of, I just want to see what happens if we like take some of this away and kind of move it around a little bit. It's not really working like I thought it was going to work. Almost like making blurry lines. Changing the line quality a little bit. I wonder if I have a different eraser. Hold on. I thought I had a different eraser. Maybe one that was more what I wanted it to be. But I kind of like this sort of I'm sort of liking these playful marks. I don't think I've been using enough marks. You're gonna laugh at me, because that's probably not true. Let's come in now with a little bit of a damp, just stiffer brush. This is just an acrylic brush. Really trying to activate this surface. Let's see what we can get. I'm going to come in with my white crayon on deli paper and make some marks with that. Get a palette knife. Really play up these marks and see what happens when the paint's over it. So I find that I really like how dynamic that can be. It just adds so much to what we do. That's probably way too much, but okay, let's paint. Okay, I'm going to start with a little bit of the Prussian blue. I'm going to add a tiny bit of Viridian into it and some sepia. We're going with our tea wash, now that we know what that is. That's really blue. Really, really blue. Let's put some water down. There we go. That makes a lot of difference. Ooh, I like those marks. I'm really loving working wet on wet, which I didn't think I would ever really like because I kind of just didn't know how it worked. What if we put a little skosh of this ochre in the sky? Just a little bit. Maybe. That's a tiny bit. Let's bring some of this blue down through here a little. Just a little bit through there, just to kind of give it some unity. Okay. Let's continue on with layering. Let's do, what if we do let's put a little bit of that English red with the phthalo, and that should give us something that's a little more green. We could add more red. Oh, there we go. It's like a gray color. We like gray. I like gray. It's just a little dirty, I think, though. I don't really like that color. It's pretty bland. Here we've got, okay, mixed too much red in there. I did it again. That red is just so, oh, that's not bad. I don't hate that. Let's see where we're at. I'll probably need a little bit more water to get to our consistency that we want. Okay, let's put down, oh, it's really picking up these marks down here. Love that. Looks a little messy with the charcoal, but I don't mind. I don't mind that. I've noticed that when I start with these shallow or lighter washes, that I really don't like my work as much in the beginning as I usually do. And that's because I think we've got, let's mix some sepia in there. What happens if we add some yellow to that? I think it's because the washes are so light that they don't really have the impact that, say, something with a little bit more color would. But I kind of am liking how we can build up color, if that makes sense. How we can activate the color. I'm feeling a little line happy today. I'm not sure which one, how much of this line is going to show through. We need to add some more color up there at the top. I feel like let's mix some in a stronger mix. Let me see that. Let's mix up some of the Prussian blue with some sepia. See how dramatic we can get this. I know I said every color was going to have the Viridian in it, but I lied. Ooh, but I do like this. Oh, I like that a lot. It's a strong color, but it's like some wispy marks in there. Okay, I'm gonna dry this and then we'll come back. Okay, let's try a little bit of, I'm gonna wipe this out. Done with that color. Let's do more of these two together. Boy, that English red is powerful. Like real powerful. Just like a little bit. Just like the Viridian is also very powerful. Look how much that color changed just like in 2 seconds. Let's add a little bit more. Let's add some of these. And it might just be the Schmincke colors are that bright. Oh, that's fun. That's a good olive color. So that was Viridian, English red, and ochre. A little bit of sepia. Okay. So we've got motion coming in. Let's do like, let's make a mark coming this way. Let's bring it back through. Oh, I like that. Simple. Let's make some marks coming this way. There's like a tree line back there. Let's add some more of that ochre into that. I like that color, but I think it's a little bright. Let's mix it in over here a little bit with this blue. And add some brown. Get some almost green tones going here. What are we working with? Getting a little heavier in the marks. I really like that, but what happens if we just bring some yellow in here? Trying not to cover up all the white space, but I do like the white lines and how they're kind of generating through there. Let's do like a light wash down here. And then I like this bold color here, with a little bit more ochre in it. Ochre is one of my favorite colors. It really is. Okay. I kind of like this being sort of grayish up here. We can vacillate between these mixes through here. Oh, I like that. I like the way the colors are blending. In the last video, I really loved the orange that we put in. So we're definitely gonna add a little bit more of that. I think I want to add a little bit more to the sky. Maybe. I feel like it needs to do something. It doesn't have to be the exact same color. Did I put water down? I did. I feel like it just needs a little bump of something. I just covered up that yellow that I worked hard to put down. It's okay. We can come back in and I'm going to lift up a little bit. It's a good thing about these Schmincke paints. They do lift really well. I feel like I didn't like that, how it was just sort of a block without anything above it. If that makes sense. I just broke my rule about futzing with the sky. Rules are meant to be broken. Okay. Right now I'm just sort of, okay. I think I'm gonna leave it right there. I might Should I add? Let's add a little bit more of that. Let's add a little bit more yellow. I was kind of liking that. It kind of gives it a stormy feel, I think. Or there's light coming up through there. Let's dab in a bit. What did I do there? What happened? Was there something? Oh, there was something on my brush, on my towel. This is why I don't fuss with the sky. Because then crazy things happen like this. And your dirty towel ends up ruining the whole piece. Okay, well, whatever was on that is completely not coming off. So we'll just come in with a little bit of our Poems About You color and see if that can tone it down a little bit. But if we're gonna be in here, let's just make it more dramatic. If we're gonna be in our bag, let's just go for it. We'll see how that works. It's a lot. We'll see if I hate it later. Let's mix a little bit of Viridian in with this yellow ochre. I feel like that's way bright. What do we think about that? Ooh, that's a bright color. I like bright colors, but I like muted colors better. Okay, I like what we got going on here. I don't need a lot of this color, but I kind of want some green tones coming through here. Thinking more about the layers and the marks. Definitely want some of that orange in there. I like this black that we got going on. I almost want it to be more. Let's mix up. What happens if we put some orange in here? Okay, we're getting a little thicker now. I think I like the orange with a little bit of sepia and a little bit of Viridian. Oh, that color is just so bold. Look, brown. We just made brown. Brown's not what I want. I mean, look how little paint. I just took a little bit of paint and it changed the whole color. Okay, so I want some of this color coming through here. Oh, I like how that's reacting with the wax. I'm not trying to make the same painting I made the last time. I swear. What if we did? We haven't done this in a while. Let's do, this is a piece of cardboard. If we pulled it down. Almost like mixed it together. I feel like I want a little bit of this wash coming through here. Light pink wash, almost orange. Let's bring in a little bit of it through here too. Just to kind of meld those colors together a little bit. I don't hate this, but I don't love it either. I think I loved it more before I squished it down. Let me dry it and we'll see. Okay, those dots are still there. We're going to get some expert layering techniques up here in the sky until those dots are gone, because they're really bugging me. We'll keep layering until we can't layer anymore. And again, why we never futz with the sky, Trina. When will you learn? I will never learn. I will never learn. I think we need a little bit more of this blue down here a little bit. I feel like we're losing kind of a little bit of that blue. Just a little bit, just a skosh. And I'm still not happy with what we've got going on here. So I've mixed up a little bit of the ochre with this mix, thinking I can kind of bring it. Oh, I kind of like that. It looks very mustardy. I don't like how much I covered up that black though. Okay. Okay, I think I'm going to add just a little bit of brown through here. I just needed some contrast in there. Got a lot of layers going on through there. Might continue to bring this brown down a little bit. I'm liking that. It's getting there. I think it needs to, I like this white bit right here. What if we just came in with some really thick sepia? Like almost straight out of the tube. Okay, there. You gotta put a little water on the brush, otherwise it won't go. That's not really thick sepia, but I might like that. Okay, let's come in with some Caran d'Ache. I've got this orange, this light gray, and the dark olive. Oh, and probably need some white, maybe. Possibly some blue, but I'm not quite sure what we're going to do there. So I definitely want to put some blue marks here in the sky. Some of this gray blue. I'm going to try and bring this together a little bit. It feels a little disjointed, like it needs some pops of something. And I really like this orange. I know it's bright, but I'm loving it. I've been really liking green and orange and gray lately. Seems like everywhere I look now, there's just green and orange and gray. I don't know why that is. That's a little too wet. I'm going to do a sherry thing and come in with my left hand. We'll do a little left-handed today. Oh, that's a terrible line. That's all we get with left-handed. I'm going to be a little bit more bold through here. I want that to come up through there. What are you thinking? Is it too much? I don't know. I do have a different gray. Let's try this. This is just gray. It's not light gray. It might be better for down here. Get out my little brush. Maybe we can blend these together a little bit in some spots. Oh, I like that. I like how that's reacting. You know, I should do a whole, I don't know if I've done a whole video with just Caran d'Ache, like use it as watercolor as well. I don't know. I don't remember. I'll have to check and see. I think I did one when I first got it, but I don't know that I did the whole video in watercolor. That would be a fun video to make, I think. I'm really loving these. I love the marks that you can make with them. I just love how it changes work, builds on the layers. Okay, we don't want to get too crazy. Let's add some white up here. Good news, the spots are kind of gone. I know they're there though. They're just lurking. Those spots are just lurking to mock me. I like this line through here. Trying not to get too carried away, but that can happen really fast. It can definitely happen really fast. Loving the orange. Drop a comment if you love the orange. I love the orange. Let's come in with our palette knife a little bit. See if we can scrape just a little bit away. Kind of see the marks that we got going on here. I love scraping away on things. I want more of this dark color coming through here. Really like what's going on down here. Oh, it's maybe too much water. It doesn't take a lot of water to activate these Caran d'Aches. What happens if let's do a little wet on wet. It's a little damp, see what happens. The thing that I like too is that if we make marks over this and then we go back over with the Caran d'Ache, you're gonna get some of those lines coming up as well. Okay, I might be done. Are we gonna add some black marks, some brown marks? Let me think about it. Need to add some more charcoal through here because I covered up every bit of that charcoal that I put down. Every last bit of it. But that's okay. I do that sometimes. Ooh, but I like that. That really did something. Just a little bit of black. Let's add some black marks down here to kind of complement that. Just through here a little bit. I don't want too many, I don't think. I don't know that it needs a lot. I kind of like those bold ones though. Don't need a lot if she proceeds to put a lot. I might want one. Sun coming through there. La 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 la. I think I'm done. feels done to me. Let me think about it for a minute. I like it. Oops, I got a thing there. I like it. I like the sky, even though I messed it up, but maybe that was for the best. I like it more dramatic, I think. And it's just amazing to me how much a matte changes a piece. Like, I wasn't really grooving on it till I put the matte on. Kind of brings everything together. I did manage to preserve a little bit of white space right through here, and a little bit down here, and a little bit up here. Love the Caran d'Ache over top. I really like the charcoal marks, even though I covered half of them up, but I kind of like the little bits that you can see. I like that black that we put in at the end. Oh, where am I going? That we put over the end, and this is a little cut off, like we're missing a few sections here on the sides, but that's okay. This is how I would frame it. I do like the scratchy marks. I love the watercolor layers that we got here, and I really like building up these color layers. Like I think right through here is really nice with the little bits of green and orange and red. I think that's really a nice little spot. I like this bit over here. There are lots of good things that I like about it that I can go around and pick out. Overall, I like it, but the little bits that I can see coming through really has a lot of energy. I love the white marks, even though they're just totally random, and I love that. Yeah, I think I like this one. So don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you in a couple days with another video. We might be going live next week if I can figure out a time to do that. I'll put up a poll and we'll see when a time works for you guys and what you think. Okay? Thanks so much. Bye.